They checked me. They said I was 4 cm. They transferred me to the pool. Immediately they transferred me to the pool. They said I was 6 cm. From 6 cm, the next thing I heard was push. Hi, fans. Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is your girl, Esther, the one and only Lolo Obieze at Official Obieze and Lolo YouTube channel. I'm so glad, I'm happy to have you all here. Okay? Yeah, just grab your chair. We're going to have a gist. We're having a little gist today. Grab your chair, sit with me while I tell you my water bath experience. Yes, you heard me right. Natural water bath experience. Of course, I used water bath to deliver my baby. I had a water bath, and today I'm so happy to share it with everyone here on this page. So feel comfortable, relax. Let's do this. So my darlings, today I'm going to explain to you today what natural water bath is. Okay, sit tight. Let's discuss. Okay. Actually, as I said earlier, I gave birth to my baby using the water bath. Natural birth simply means giving birth without any assistance, no help, no medications, nothing. Just giving birth to your baby, just the natural way. Okay? And this experience called water birth is something I did. Delivering my baby inside the pool. Like it was something else. It's a water birth. And that was what I used to deliver my baby. And I will tell you the reasons I chose this method of delivery. I will explain to you. Just sit tight. Let's ride. So, before I tell you the whole story of my water birth, I'm going to take you through a journey. My pregnancy journey is worth sharing. So, actually, I came into the UK 2022 and I was pregnant coming to the UK, even though I didn't know until I got here. It wasn't an easy journey. It was something else. Coming to a new country, a new location, without any family, nobody. I didn't come with my lovely husband. That made it very difficult for me. At first, I had a mixed feeling. I didn't know what to do. I was confused. A new mom. What can I do? I started the journey. I registered with my GP and they booked me for an appointment to have a midwife. One fateful day, I got a call from the midwife. She said she was my midwife. And yeah, that's how it works in the UK. When you discover you're pregnant, you go to your GP, report that, and then they get you booked in for a midwife to call you, book an appointment with you. I went for my appointment. That was like after 2 months. After the first initial booking with the midwife, they booked me for another appointment. So that was it. I kept coming for my appointment. It was a difficult journey for me. It was. In the absence of my lovely husband, not my mom, not there, my dad, not there, no siblings, just friends. I was so lucky to have some lovely friends around me. They kept encouraging me, praying with me, praying for me. Because at a point I was depressed. At the time, I contemplated suicide. It was so tough. It was. Because I was struggling with so many things, accommodation. I slept on the bare floor with the cold for 3 months. Can you imagine that? While pregnant. I had my exams to complete. I had my work to do. I had so many things to do. I didn't know what to do. I was so confused. I kept on believing and hoping. At point, I was like, am I really pregnant? What is happening? I didn't know. I didn't feel it. But I was still, the pregnancy symptoms setting here and there, vomiting and all of that. But it's fine. Contemplated abortion. I wasn't thinking right. I wasn't thinking straight. I've never been depressed in my life. That was my first time of experiencing what depression is. I was carrying loads, trying to move house, getting an apartment, moving house, carrying refrigerator, carrying television, bed stand and everything all by myself because I was just alone with my, yeah. I was so unfortunate that my husband came in only when I was 7 months. I did it alone from the first month to the 7th month. When my husband finally came, he was there for me. He started running helter-skelter, trying to make me comfortable, trying to make up for the period he wasn't here with me. And he did his best. I kept on believing, going to work with the code and the pregnancy. Honestly, pregnancy showed me shege. I had some issues with my, I don't know. At a point, my blood level was low. I had pelvic issues because I had pelvic pain. I was referred to the physiotherapist at a point because I wasn't working properly. The baby was just sitting down on my pelvic bone. It wasn't funny. I couldn't walk well. But I kept working hard because I didn't want to stop work. I didn't want to call in sick. I didn't know what to do. I just kept going, kept believing and doing my best. My husband's presence made it easier for me because I didn't have to start cooking again. He took up the responsibility of cooking for me, making sure I was safe. Yeah, we kept doing it. Meanwhile, before the 9 months, yeah, you have an appointment with your midwife whereby you talk about your birth plan. You choose the method of delivery you wish to use to deliver your baby. So, and then we also talk about the method of anesthesia you want to use. Yeah, she spoke to me about a lot of things. She talked to me about the natural water bath experience. I was like, wow, sounds interesting. I've heard some persons saying they delivered inside the pool. So I was happy and excited. I thought I was gonna try it. She encouraged me. Esther, you can do it. You're a strong girl. Try it. Let's see how it will be. She spoke to me about the analgesia to use. She spoke to me about using an epidural, gas. Water is another painkiller, like it's a painkiller when you're talking about delivery, labor and delivery. It's actually a method that helps you with pain. So that was what she told me. Then I decided, okay, I'm going to try the water bath and also use the gas. You inhaling gas. Yes, it's gas. The chemicals, you just keep inhaling it and it's helping to relieve your pain actually. Yes. I didn't want to go through having an epidural. I didn't know why I didn't choose that, but I should have chosen that, but I did not. I just decided to use the gas and then the water as my painkiller during delivery. That was it. Being that my pregnancy has been complication-free, no issues, they decided to put me into midwifery-led unit. Midwifery-led unit is actually made for mothers that are having a natural birth. I didn't know. I was thinking I was going to, when I go into labor, I will see the doctors, I will see the midwives, everyone surrounding me, being with me, looking after me, with fluid going in my system. You know, I didn't know. I think my expectations were too high. Yes, I'm a midwife. Yeah, I'm proud. Midwife in Nigeria, and I've delivered lots of babies. I have my kids. I delivered by myself. I was thinking it's going to be so easy and smooth, not knowing that it's going to be a tough one for me. I should have chosen something else. I think because I had a complication-free pregnancy, they decided to put me into the midwifery-led unit where you do little or no help delivery. You deliver with little or no assistance. Yeah. Fast forward to the day I was in labor. Friends and well wishers, could you believe that I labored for 5 days? You heard me. My labor started on a Sunday night, continued until Friday early morning. That was when I had my baby, my golden son. It was an experience. When I stopped working, I took my maternity leave. I started doing exercises with my husband every evening. Once he comes back from work, he will take me on a walk. We walk, we trek. It wasn't easy. Trying to see if the labor will start, trying to see if contraction can start, because I was already tired. You know what it means to be pregnant for 9 good months. I was already tired. I was just trying to see anything I can do to make this baby comfort. But the baby was not coming. This boy refused to call. It wasn't easy. We kept on doing the exercise every evening. And you know, I'm not the food type. I wasn't eating so well. He tried his best to be supporting me with fruits. My husband made sure fruits were available for me to eat every moment of the day. He made sure I lacked nothing to drink, at least to return and to regain my energy. Yeah. At a point, I was having an appointment back to back. Every week, I had scan to know what's happening. At a point, they said my stomach looks very small, so the baby is going to be small. You can imagine. I kept on having scans, appointments. The nurses kept checking. They said my baby was okay, baby was fine, just that my pregnancy, my stomach looks very small, tiny, and it was just down below my pelvic bone. The only issue I had with my pregnancy was the pubic pain. Yeah. When I was referred to the physiotherapist, they kept giving me leaflets to read, things to do to help with, and also I should get a pregnancy belt, like to help lift my tummy up and carry the weight of the baby. It wasn't easy. Before the week for my induction, this labor started on a Sunday night. The labor I've been anticipating, the labor I've been praying for, finally came. It just started like a tiny minor contraction. I didn't know what it was. I know I started feeling pain. It was as if my tummy was tight. I didn't know what to expect. Yeah, I'm a midwife. I've delivered babies, but here I am having the real-time experience of childbirth and what it looks like. Labor started on Sunday night. My husband was just reassuring me, maybe labor is starting. We kept believing and hoping, doing my exercise. Monday morning it continued, and of course he went to work. On Tuesday, it was just there, increasing day by day. Then he came back from work and took me straight to the hospital. Initially, I was scared. I was thinking I was going to deliver my baby at home because my mom delivered me at home. I was thinking mine was going to be that simple and easy. So I was thinking I was going to deliver my baby at home. So we didn't want to take chances. Yeah. So Tuesday, when my husband came back from work, he took me to the hospital. Getting to the hospital, they checked me. They said, it's not labor. Labor hasn't started. I was like, what the hell? You serious? After laboring and contracting since Sunday, today is Tuesday, you're telling me I'm not in labor. What's happening? I was in severe pain. The contractions were increasing day by day, minute by minute. Yes, they said they can't see nothing. My service wasn't opened yet. I should go back. After spending some time in the hospital, I and my husband went back home. Coming back home, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat, nothing could cross my throat because I was so weak. I was tired, the pain kept on increasing. On Wednesday, he came back from work, took me back to the hospital. Getting there, they said, it's not labor. Then I knew something was wrong. I was then in pain. I was crying. I couldn't walk. I couldn't eat. I was just, getting dehydrated. And I didn't know because I've chosen the midwifery-led unit. They didn't do anything, no intervention, nothing. When I come to the hospital, they will just listen to the fetal heart rate. My baby is fine. There is no problem with the baby. So everything is fine. Go home. We came back home again. We just kept praying, believing God. I didn't know. I was just praying God. God bless the friends that were with me then. They were so helpful and encouraging me. Yeah, and my parents, they were there for me spiritually. Do you know on Thursday, it was severe. It was so severe. The pain kept on increasing. When I got to the hospital with my husband again, this man, he really tried for me. And sometimes when we get to the hospital, we stay there until midnight. They will tell us to go back. We still go home. We book another ride. We go home. There's nothing we can do. Because I was dehydrated. I wasn't eating. I wasn't drinking. Nothing. I know I'm a midwife. And I can do only twins in my own capacity. At least rehydrate this woman. She hasn't eaten for days. She's been vomiting. Give her some IV fluids. But because it's midwifery-led unit, where you do little or nothing for the woman, because there's no complication, so they haven't seen any reason to do any intervention for me. I was dying. Honestly, I was. It's an experience, actually. You know that on that fateful Wednesday, we were asked to go back at 1 a.m. I told my husband we're not going anywhere. I can't even stand up. I was just lying down there, just walking around the room where I was kept. I was in severe pain. The doctor came and checked me, told me that if nothing happens by Monday, remember it was on Wednesday, the doctor told me if nothing happens by Monday, then they will do the induction for me on Monday. So they encouraged me to go and have go to my bath and make sure I fill up my bath with water and then lay inside the water. I should just immerse myself inside the water, which I did in the hospital, and I felt some kind of relief. Yeah, I did. That was the day I know that water is really something helpful. Water is life. I experienced the hydrotherapy. After immersing myself in water for hours, I felt better, even though the pain was still there. The contractions kept coming, but at least I was relieved. Then I and my husband, we slept in the hospital on that Wednesday night because that was the first time the doctor came and saw me. Yes, every other time it's been the midwives coming because it's a midwifery-led unit. So doctors didn't come, they didn't show up until that day when I refused. I wasn't going home. I'm staying here today until you do something. And the doctor actually came down to see me, spoke to me. The doctor told me that if I insist on them doing an induction on that day, it might fail. The induction might fail and it will end up being a CS. So I should just let the natural labor set in. I told the doctor I'm already in labor. They said my cervix was not dilating, nothing was happening with my cervix. Cervix is supposed to dilate up to 10 cm, but nothing. If they check, they will see it's not even open. Nothing was coming up. Nothing was opening. I was so worried. What was happening? Why am I in so much pain and my service refused to open? What was happening? I kept on praying and believing, doing any little thing I can do. Finally, we decided to go home. We did. I kept laboring. Then on Thursday, we came back to the hospital again because of the same pain. My husband couldn't take it any longer. When we came to the hospital on that Thursday, they checked me and they said I was just a tip. My service was trying to open now on that Thursday. We were there from morning till evening. They still sent us back. I should go home until the service opened fully. Like, they said I should go home until the service, like, let the service open gradually. I was in so much pain. Then I got home on Thursday evening. We were at home with my husband. I was praying, I was crying, I couldn't even do anything. I was just lying. I was like, God, am I going to die? Is this going to be my end? What's happening to me? You have to do something. Imagine somebody that has not been eating since Sunday. I was just on food. Later, the one that managed to cross my throat and then water. I managed to take anyone. I gave my husband, it's a secret, like I gave him a small knock on his head that night. That he was trying to give me some blow with air, like with the hand fan, trying to give me some blow, fan me a bit. He was just fanning. Before I know it, I saw him sleeping off. The hand fan fell from his hand. I saw him dozing off. I gave him a heavy knock on his head. It was around 12:55. My water broke. That was how we called the ambulance. The paramedics, they did some check. They gave me the gas. You know the gas I told you that I requested for. They gave me the gas to keep inhaling. They told me to inhale as much as I can. And then I shouldn't over-inhale because, I don't know, they said it was going to make me feel dizzy. That was what they told me, which actually it did. The pain was too much. I was just inhaling this gas, inhaling it just to relieve myself of the pain. Or the more I inhale, the more I get dizzy. I was just floating. I didn't know where I was. The next thing I saw myself in the ambulance, they tied me up everywhere. I was still inhaling my gas. The most important thing then to me was that gas. So I kept inhaling this gas, inhaling it until when we got to the hospital, I didn't know. Did I tell you that the ambulance spoiled on the road while they were taking me to hospital? Devil actually came for me, but no way. My altar was speaking for me. Yeah, the ambulance got spoiled on the way when they were conveying me from my house to the hospital, because everything happened at midnight. You know the time I told you, 12:55. That was when my water broke. So my husband called ambulance immediately. That came to my house. On our way to the hospital, the ambulance got spoiled. So they had to call another ambulance immediately and transferred me. When I got to the hospital, they transferred me to the midwifery led unit where I've been coming all this while. They said I was 4cm. They transferred me to the pool. Is my water birth experience. Immediately they transferred me to the pool. They said I was 6cm. From 6cm, the next thing I heard was push. I was like, push? Really? I didn't know what I was doing at this point. Like, the only thing I could remember was my husband giving me the gas to inhale, supporting me, because I couldn't even hold it. I was floating inside the water, like, but the pool was so big, it's just a very big bath. And then filled up with water. And it was at room temperature. Like, it's something I felt so good inside that water. It was actually relieving my pain. I was just bouncing and swimming on top of the water because I didn't have any weight in me, no strength left in me. I was just floating on top of the water. Water was just carrying me, moving me about. Someone that has not eaten for days, that is not taking anything, they just gave my husband a cup of water to keep giving me so that I could be sipping. That was it. And then they kept checking my baby's heartbeat. They were encouraging me to push. They were dancing around with my husband, then telling me to push. As much as I tried to push, I saw and I noticed my husband pushing with his mouth. Just keep doing it. You can do it. He held my hands. He was giving, one hand was holding the gas, the other one was holding me. He was like, push. He was just pushing as if he's the one delivering the baby. We were all pushing together. When I'm tired, they will tell me to take some deep breath. I rest. After having a ready, compassion comes again. They tell me to push again. I kept pushing. Man, I was thinking I was going to be helped. I was thinking I was going to be, like, they were going to do some kind of manipulation for me and help me deliver the baby. But nothing. The only thing I knew, I kept checking my baby's heartbeat. Anytime the contraction stops, they will just put to check the baby's heartbeat. If the baby's heartbeat is fine, they will tell me to push. I kept on pushing from the beginning. till when the baby came out fully, completely. I did it all alone. At a point, I removed the gas. I couldn't even hold the gas. My husband couldn't hold it because he kept putting inside the water without knowing. Yeah, it kept dropping. I was in pain. I was in tears. He didn't know what to do. He was so confused, trying to give me the gas to inhale, and then he didn't know when it gets into the water, that is bad. They will change it, and it kept happening. So at a point, I couldn't even concentrate because I'm pushing the baby. I'm having to inhale the gas. There was no point. I just left the gas. I kept, because at a point I was like, these people are not helping me do this. So you have to do this, and if you don't do it on your own, that was when I realized, wow, is this what the water bath is? You just have to do it alone. Then I was thinking, if I was having this baby on the bed, like on a couch, delivery couch, I know they would have maybe held my legs, helped me to, I'm a midwife. I know we actually do a lot of things. We actually do so many things to help mothers deliver their babies. I know they would have just used maybe some lubricants to help me, to the point that when the baby's head came out, they still allowed me to the rotation, external rotation of the baby's head happened, and then I still delivered the baby fully inside the water. I know as a midwife back home, once the baby's head is out, you allow for the restitution to take place, which is the external rotation of the baby's head. You support with another contraction, you support the baby to come out gradually. But at this point, with this waterbed experience, I still had to deliver this baby completely, the rest of the baby's body, all by myself at each contraction. At the point I told them, is there nothing you can do to help me? Can you help me since the baby's head is out? Can you help me to bring out the rest of the baby's body? They said, no, you have to do it. When I started feeling that I'm getting tears, like I'm beginning to get tears, I felt it. There's laceration happening. I think something is tearing. Can you help me? They said, no, there's nothing they can do. Just keep pushing. It's a normal thing. Keep pushing. Man, I'm a midwife. And I know I help women to part their perineum. Yes, I help them to guide their perineum so that they won't get tears whenever they're delivering their babies. I do this for women. I use some kind of lubricant, gel, oil to help them guide their perineum so that the baby can come out safely without giving the mother tears. At this point, I started feeling I was beginning to get tears. Can you just help me? That was when I started screaming for help. Can you just help me guide my perineum so that the baby can come out? I didn't tell them I was a midwife. Yeah, I did not, because I felt if I told them I was a midwife, maybe they will feel she knows it all, But I think I should have told them, because I know if I did, maybe they would have done something extra for me. Maybe they would have looked after me better. They actually did their best. At least they kept checking my baby was fine. But for me, no. I felt I was left alone to do it all by myself. I felt I delivered my baby in the bush. You know that feeling when you're having your baby in the hospital, but you felt it's too natural. They said, yeah, that is waterbirth for you. So I'm asking today, is that really what waterbirth is? Is that what it means to have a natural waterbirth? Because I experienced labor. I experienced delivery the natural way. The natural way. Do you know I had second degree laceration, good width, when my baby came out? When the placenta is coming out, we have to do a controlled contraction to deliver the placenta, helping the woman deliver the placenta. But at this point, there was nothing like that. I still delivered my placenta, tear and laceration. They started the stitching, which I feel should have been prevented if they helped me guide my perineum, if they helped me when my baby's head came out, if they helped me actually deliver the rest of the baby's body. I think I wouldn't have incurred such laceration. But it's fine. Today I'm healed, I'm perfect, and I'm grateful to God. Yeah. I also experienced them entertaining me when I was giving birth, even though I wasn't paying attention. At the point, my husband was playing one of the African music, and the midwives were dancing with him, trying to encourage me. But I wasn't listening, I wasn't paying attention because, man, I was damn in pain. But today I'm happy. I'm carrying my bundle of joy, my bundle of happiness. I call him my labor experience. Is that what they pass through giving birth to children? If you have a mother, if you have a sister, if you have any woman around you, give them a hug. It's not easy to go there and come back alive. I experienced natural water birth. Is this something I would like to do again? I don't know. It's a question for another day. Is this something I would like to go for again? I have to think about it. For now, I don't know the answer. Even though the water was helpful, it actually helped me a lot. Yeah, it's a means of like, it helped me relieve some of the pain to an extent. Yeah, because I felt I was in the water. I was just roaming, like swimming inside the water with the water carrying me all about. Well, I feel if I delivered on the delivery couch, they would have done some manipulations for me to help me. I never had any IV cannula on my hand. I never even had the hospital badge with my name. I never even had the experience of getting IV fluid. Nothing. It was indeed a natural water birth. Today I'm safe, I'm alive, and I gave birth to this awesome, amazing son of mine, my bundle of experience. Gum, my pride, my honor from God. We love you. Thank you for listening. What do you advise? Do you think water birth is a good thing to do? What can you say? Have you had the experience before? Share with me. Let me see your comments. Let me see what you feel. Let me see what you think. Thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, share. Let's make this go viral. Let's know the people that have experienced water birth, because I am a living testimony. Love you all. Come back next time. Mwah.